The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the January 19th, a terrific Tuesday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. Hey, let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. And the easiest way to do that is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We'll go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I want you to know I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But much more important than that, and that's that during this next 60 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to pick up that phone. You can dial on in 877-927-6648. If you can't dial in, well, we've got you covered there, too. You can always send me an email, steve@tfnn.com. Inside the subject heading, please put radio show question, of course, in our Tigers Den. Well, any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on terrific Tuesday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to La Show. La Show shows us that all the U.S. indices are trading to the upside. The Dow up by 170, the S&P 32, the NASDAQ 100, 169, Russell 25, semis 82, trannies 47. Spot volatility index is trading out at 22.61. That's back $1.73, down 7%. Gold's up $11, silver 44 cents. Light sweet crude is up 55 pennies. Well, yeah, it's the February contract. We're rolling over into March. Natural gas is off 17 cents, trading out at 256, testing the bottom of its profile out there, leading the charge dollar-wise to the upside. Mercado Libre, $57. Google, 57. Coherent up 47. Amazon up 27 to the downside. 5RR down $28 or 10%. Credit acceptance course off $21, 6%. Shopify, $13, a little over 1%. Align Technologies down 1 3/4%, or about 10 buckaroonies out there. So let's begin. We have a couple of requests that came out here. Let's just get those knocked out, just in case. We've got a caller. Do we have a caller? Yep, we do. So we have call ahead seating. So we go out to Jim in Palm Harbor. Jim, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you?
I'm doing good, Steve. Thank you for taking my call.
My pleasure, as always. And the ticker symbol you want to look at is HUM, which is Humana, and trading out right now at 410. What are you looking at? How can I best help you, Jim?
I was looking to get in on it. I just about pulled the trigger at 405, but decided I'd wait and get your analysis on it.
Okay. Well, that 405 is a good number. And I don't know if you came up with that 405 because we had previously looked at it, and it was trading inside a bullish structured daily profile. But that's what we're looking at. 405.37 is the bottom of that daily profile. It was tested on Thursday. It was again tested on Friday, closed back above it. The center is where it's trading right now in the 409 area. And the top of that profile is 424. Price is consolidated with inside the weekly. If price were to give way at 405.37, that would suggest to move down to 389.39. Let's pull over the Humana chart. Let's pull over my other charts out here. And on the monthly basis, price is above the top of its profile, which is bullish. So this is a kind of a toughie to call out here. But since you waited and didn't pull the trigger, I would suggest not pulling the trigger right now. And the reason is that the high today has been nothing more than a move up to the oscillator and change line, which is printing right now at 416.11. So it's really in between this resistance level, 416, and 405. And if price were to close below 405, 391 is the level that it would head to. That's the breakout level. The reason I suggest right now, at least waiting for that 391, is because you do have a valid TD9 count, and with price below that green oscillator and change line, if you didn't take it at 405, I can't suggest you taking it at 409 just yet, because I don't know how this is going to play out. Now, what we can do, Jim, is we can go look at a 30-minute time frame chart and see what's going on intraday, if anything, to provide us with any kind of information. And unfortunately, there really isn't anything for you or I to hang our hat on there. On a 65-minute basis, no, not really much out there. The weekly, just see what we have. Yeah, so it's really down to this daily chart, Jim. And what's the time period you're looking at holding this? What were your thoughts there?
Just like a swing trade, anything from a few days to a few weeks.
So on the swing trade piece of it, it's a tough one. It would be if on a short-term time frame, if we had some kind of bottoming signal, that would be a little bit easier to make the call. We just don't have that. Even if I look at a 15-minute time frame chart, so let's go with at this stage of the game to either 405, like you had originally thought, or 391 would be the areas of entry on this. Okay. And I don't know if the difference. I don't know if the difference between that $14 difference on a $400 instrument, if that's, what that would do is just change your position size more than anything else out there. But if you did get it 405, your stop needs to be below 391.
Okay. I really appreciate it.
You bet. Thanks so much for calling. I wish I had more information to provide us, but that's the information that the charts have given us. And that was Jim in Palm Harbor. We did have some other requests, so let's go to those to make sure we get those in. One was for NVIDIA. That was from Dennis. And Dennis wants us to take a look at, it's been in a long consolidation. I do not own it, but I'm looking for a good entry point. So a good entry point, when we take a look at NVIDIA, the left-hand panel, you're going to see rising trend lines, descending trend lines. You're going to see it's trading with inside a bullish structured daily profile. So your entry point here, before we look at any other charts, is in the 501 to 511 range. If price were to close below 501, Dennis, price should target the bottom of its weekly profile, and that's at 480.26. There's nothing to indicate that that's what will unfold, but if you did see two closes below 501, that would be the message to you, and price is well above the top of its monthly profile. So let's come take a look at the white background charts for NVIDIA. And here you're just seeing that consolidation. So I see what you're looking at. Dennis, you're looking for an entry point, so make it the 501 area. It would really be between 501, 480.56 is a breakout level, but 501.57 seems like that would be the signal at this stage here. The weekly time frame chart does have a Rhodes momentum indicator top, and with price inside this consolidation, so it really depends upon, you're saying you're looking for a good entry, but I don't know if you're a longer-term trader. If you're a longer-term trader, we'd say that 480 level would be a more ideal entry point out there. You won't get that, again, as we said, unless you see a close below 501. The monthly time frame chart is saying, hey, price could pull back to 474, and there would be nothing wrong with that. That brings us to that 480-ish area out here. But your entry point, just, watch volume. At 501 could be an entry point, but that could just also set up the continuation of this consolidation, and you might have to jettison the position around 550 if that consolidation continues. That was for Dennis. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 163. S&P is 32. Let's go out to Denver and speak with Ron. Ron, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you today?
Great, Steve. Nice to hear from you, and I hope everything's going well.
Yeah, nice to hear from you.
I'm set up to get vaccinated by a disabled vet this Friday, so I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, good.
I bought calls last week, about 5 calls on JD when it was around 88, and I just wondered. I just went out about 3 weeks, and I just wondered how high should I. What would be the target on that? Or where would you? What price would you suggest that I try and reach or exit?
Okay, sure. So a target, now whether price is going to get up here or not, I would have to say would be the high from, looks like a couple weeks ago, January 5th. And that high would be 96.20. You're at 90.87 right now. So that's where the target would be. Prices above the daily, weekly, monthly profile. So let's go take a look at JD.com and just look to see what kind of signals we're getting for its different time frames, my white background chart. So we'll begin with the daily time frame. When it made that high, it was wave number 7 or letter G. That's on my screen. And then all that has done is just pull price back to test support, and the support being the oscillator and change line, which is still above. So, Ron, as long as price remains above that, which right now it's printing at 89.68, it says, okay, I want to go target the price level that we took a look at earlier. Let's look at the weekly. So everything looks good there. If price closed below 89.68, that could be a signal that price would be ready to head back to the 85.50 level because of that technical signal that's out there. So, but as long as price remains above the oscillator and change line, conditions are bullish. On a weekly basis out here, price was moving higher, doing less relative energy, but we don't have a bearish reversal candle to confirm that. Nonetheless, here, 92.75 is its resistance level. So the weekly time frame says 92.75. If you can see price close above that, that's what you're looking for, then that would signal getting back to the high that we took a look at. The monthly time frame chart out here says you are in bar number 9 of a TD 9 count. So the last bottom that formed out here was with a TD 9 count. There was a TD 9 count on a monthly basis that formed Sorry, let me get my little cursor out here. And that formed out here, Ron, in May of 2020. And JD just simply ignored it, telling us about a strong momentum move. Well, that strong momentum move has now led to another 9 count this month. So it's just kind of a caution sign here. Wouldn't have you get into any kind of long-term trade knowing that you're at another TD9 count. But as long as price remains above the oscillator and change line on a daily basis, right now 89 and change, 89.66, you should stay with that position out there. At least that's what the charts are communicating to us.
All right, I'll do that. And if it gets close to that 92.75, I'll exit. That would be good for me.
Okay, sounds great.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
You bet. Thanks for the call. That was Ron in Denver. And so the next instrument, we're going to look at SRNE, and that's for Michael. I forget which Michael P. And Mike is looking for an entry point into this. It's a therapeutics company for a long-term hold. So my black background charts are taking some time to populate. Let's just simply, this is Sereno Therapeutics. We can use my white charts instead. So let's look at, you're looking for a long-term. That's what you said. So that being said, then let's start with the long-term. The long-term would be the monthly time frame. You're asking for an entry point. So in taking a look at this, Mike, I just want to be able to point this out to you. Here you take a look at a nice TD9 breakout level at $1.67. And back in last September, last October, November, even this last March, and May out here, price was testing that area, a breakout level. So certainly that's an entry point. Price has got above that. In fact, it's trading above the resistance area at 660. 660, 690, you're trading at 1017 would be an entry point from an intermediate term standpoint. What I would prepare you for is prices more likely than not going to head to 1225 before it heads lower. It's inside a monthly bullish structured profile. Price is above the oscillator and change line. Price is above the center of its bullish structured profile. Typically, that results in a test of the top of that profile at 1225. That's what the monthly chart tells us. The weekly time frame chart out here, what do we have? Not much. Price had pulled back to its breakout level at 476. Didn't get all the way down there. Got down to 517. Its price target to the upside is 1123. Again, intermediate term time frame. Let's stay with the what came from the monthly time frame chart. And on the daily tells us that price, well, did it hit 1084? 1084 is a resistance level. It hit 1078. So if it closes above 1084, boy, that's telling us that it wants to go target the 1447 level. I would stick with, right now, entry points around 796 down to 690. 660, 690 would be the levels that I would be looking for on Sereno Therapeutics. Ticker Sorrento Therapeutics, SRNE, is the ticker symbol. We have a request from YouTube. So let's go take a look at our YouTube. KODK is the ticker symbol. Let me get this fired up on both of my charts. That is, Eastman Kodak. Eastman Kodak trade at 914. Any thoughts on targets for Kodak is the question out here. So we can see that price is below the bottom of its daily profile, yet above trend lines out there. So we'll give that a little bit of a plus. And price has found support. Mr. Dev. Mr. Dev, price found support last week at the bottom of its bullish structured profile at 780. So 780 is your downside support level. Your upside price target, probably 1054. Above 1054, we'd say 1360. That's what our profile charts tell us. So let's go take a look at Kodak on my white background chart to see if there's any additional information on the daily time frame out here. 950. Okay, so that's a TD9 breakdown level. That is the target to the upside. If Kodak, KODK, can close above that, then you're looking at 1054. Until that happens, I don't know. It's resistance. That much we know. So you don't enter the position today, that is for sure. But 950 is the first resistance level that it looks like price wants to battle. Weekly time frame chart out here. What do we have? Not much to add to our conversation, nor do we have that in the monthly. Yeah, we just don't have that. So the question for Mr. Dev, any thoughts on targets on Kodak? Yep, 950 is going to be the key level. And the price can get above that, 1055 out there. And to the downside, you've got that 780 area to watch. So thanks so much for watching us inside of the YouTube channel. And let me see if there's any other questions. Yes, we got one here from Zephin. And Zephin wants to take a critical solution, CLSI. Took off the past 2 days. And tell me any new signals or resistance levels. So CLSI, this is really a penny stock, folks. Really a penny stock. It is likely traded around a penny. And I'm waiting for it to populate. I don't know why it's not populating. CSL, I know why. Because if you type in, so that's the cool thing about the system that I use. I don't know if it's like the system that you use, but if you type in the wrong information on my system, you get no information. Yeah. So CSLI is the ticker symbol out there, CSLI. And trading right now at 2 pennies. There is no new information out here, Zephin, profile-wise. There's not anything. This isn't... Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as...
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step by step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Sorry about that. A shot clock violation, clearly, by Steve-O-san here. I was not paying attention to my clock and kept talking as we were going right off the air on that hard break. So, Zephin, what I was trying to say is, first, there's no new information from a profile standpoint with regard to critical solutions. trading out at 2 pennies, penny stock pump and dump kind of a thing out here. The only thing that I can share with you that's new information, since you and I last spoke about it, was that Friday was the bar following bar number 9 of a TD9 count. So from a technical standpoint, with today, it looks like today may close above that level. And if it does, that tells you about a strong momentum move to the upside for the daily time frame. But where is that going to take price up to? I don't know. I really don't. It just says with these penny type stocks out here, I don't even know that my tools are really worthwhile, just simply because of the ability to easily. So there are about 44 million shares that traded hands, so to speak, on Friday. $440,000 in essence, give or take out there. That's nothing. So just be careful in stocks like these. But I don't have anything additional other than price right now is trading above the high from Monday, which was the bar following the TD9 count. And that suggests that price should continue to move higher. So I do hope that helps you out. Thanks so much for writing in. Let's go take a look at the profiles out here for the that wasn't supposed to be the tab. It's this tab here for the ES, for the NQ, for the YM, for the Russell. Still, yeah, we've got some major internet issues here where I live in Delray Beach. It's been consistent throughout the entire holiday weekend. I was certainly hoping it was going to go away, but it's not. So my apology. And it's really a problem. A real problem. So I was trying to show you, I'm going to try to fire it up one more time out here, the NQ. Okay, so we're looking at the NQ. I don't know when I got dropped, but the NQ right now is targeting 12,998.25. And the question I pose is at the next high, lower high, inside the NQ. The reason that we pose that question out here is because what we'll see inside the NQ is we will see, what will we see? We see just a Rhodes momentum indicator top. Okay, so just one pattern, one Rhodes momentum indicator top on the daily time frame out here. And so at the top of that profile is the oscillator unchanged line. And that should be, if it's just a counter trend rally, where price stops. Now, the cool thing about this 12,998 level is it's both the top of a daily and a weekly profile. Of course, it's only Tuesday. And even if price is trading above it, let's say tomorrow, don't know whether it will or not, or even today, or even on Thursday, what's important is where it closes on Friday in order to be able to get above the top of that weekly profile. But the daily profile is up there as well. So I think this 12,998 area is really critical. So let's go look at the 30-minute time frame chart. Knowing that price is approaching a resistance level, typically, if there's going to be a turn up towards a resistance or a turn down towards support, in this case here, we're looking at a turn up towards resistance, we should see some type of topping signal on the short-term time frame charts. My preference would be to take a look at the 30-minute time frame chart. Not that you can't go to a lower time frame chart. So here's what we know, you and I, and taking a look at the NQ 30-minute time frame. As price was moving lower this morning, it bottomed with none other than that TD9 count. It was bar number 9. This was at 11:30 this morning that identified the bottom. And then price goes ahead and bounces from there. A brand new bear structure profile had formed, but by the time 12:30 came along, price had closed above that, signaling that it would go a target price, that is 12,932.75, the TD9 breakdown level. Well, we're now at 12,969. Do we have a topping pattern at this stage of the game? We do not. You're in bar number 5 of a TD9 count. You could, over the next 2.5 hours, get a topping pattern out here. There is a wave number 7 potential. So it's got that potentiality, not a word out there, but it is in wave number 7. But I still don't see that can continue on. I don't see that stopping price from getting up to the top of those profiles out there. So the call at 1:37 in the afternoon, the NQ is headed to 12,998. If price can close above that, then it will head back to its all-time high. That's what set up that Rhodes momentum indicator pattern on the daily time frame. That was the bar from just a few days ago. I'll give you the exact date out here. That was the trading session of January the 8th out there. So that's what's going on inside the NQ. Back to the profiles out here. Let's look at the Dow. So here's an interesting pattern inside the Dow. The Dow Equity Future Contract, for its weekly time frame, that's the referring to the yellow bars out here, is trying to form a brand new profile right now, and price is above that. And that is a bullish message. So the weekly chart has a bullish message signal to us. Let's go populate my white background charts, and we're going to go to a hard break here, and I'm not going to get a flagrant foul by violating the shot clock 2 segments in a row. So I'll get all this squared away as best I can. When we get back from this break, we're going to go take a look at the Dow Equity Future Contract and see what it's signaling to you and I. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Here is the 4 equity future contracts, the ES, the N2, the Dow, and the Russell 2000. Wow. Hey, if you're in the den and you can hear me, can you give me a high sign? Because I think I've just got knocked off again. Am I in? Am I out? I don't know, and I can't tell. Yep. Okay. Thank you, Tommy. Although the charts you can see here that we're looking at, they've reset themselves because of internet connection issues. So not even have those profiles out there. Okay, so they're populating right now. What I'll share with you is right now the Dow Equity Future Contract, that's going to be panel 2 from your right, is trying to form a brand new weekly profile, and that is below price. That is a bullish message. You can also see from a bullish message standpoint, the Dow Equity Future Contract is trading inside a bullish structured profile. Support right now is 35.92. Price above the center of that profile, that suggests a run for the high at 31.148. The NQ is formed a brand new weekly profile last week, and its daily profile and its weekly profile, the top of that profile is in approximately the same position, right around 12.9998. That is your key area of resistance. The ES Mini, that's the left-hand panel chart, no new profiles there. Price testing and rejecting the top of that daily profile. So it's bullish messages that we have here. The Russell 2000 is forming or is trying to form a brand new daily profile, but price is trading above the top of that level. So that is bullish as well. Now, we can say all that. So these are all bullish messages, but not until the highs get taken out will that mean that the markets truly are bullish. And the reason that I say that, here is the daily time frame chart for the Dow Equity Future Contract. You can see that a couple of days ago confirmed the Rhodes Momentum Indicator top with the bearish engulfing candle, price below the oscillator and change line. So really a neutral type territory out here. If we look at the weekly time frame chart, what we've got out here is you've got a TD9 count top. So this has a TD9 count top, much like the ES out here, much like the NQ. So not until price gets above those highs, and if price does close above the all-time highs out here for the ESNQ and the Dow, that will be signaling to us a move higher. And the move higher would likely be those consolidation measured move breakouts. Inside the ES Mini, that level is about the 3,900 area plus, and inside the Dow, the cash indice, you're looking at 32,327 out there. So we've got that we're the market's in this situation where you've got tops that we pay attention to and prices trading below it, yet it's also trading above resistance area. So we're really in this neutralist type area out here for the equity markets. What's not neutral? Well, let's go look at the New York Stock Exchange Advanced Decline Oscillator. Well, it's not neutral. It's actually below zero. So just to add fuel to the confusion out here, Friday's close in the Advanced Decline Oscillator was below zero. A second close today, not what it's trading at 145, but if this were 4 p.m. out here, we would have a second close below zero. And that would be indicating to you and I that sellers are in control of the market. Now, in order for sellers to be in control of the market, you need to see that spot volatility index trading above and closing above the 50-day exponential moving average. Where is the 50-day exponential moving average? 2392. The spot volatility index is trading at 2268. So any bearish signals out here would have a muted response to the downside until that spot volatility index closed above the 50-day exponential moving average. We've got a request to go take a look at U.S. Steel. Ticker symbol there is X. So let's go do that. This is for one of our Denners out here. And as we take a look at U.S. Steel, trading out at 21.69, trading with inside its daily profile, trading above the weekly profile, trading above the monthly profile. So the real question for us is, did U.S. Steel generate any kind of a top out here? Because you've got breakout messages, if you will, on the weekly and on the monthly. And voila, we open up the daily. U.S. Steel has a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. That was confirmed last week. Price is below the oscillator and change line. As long as price remains below 22.26, let's call it, price may revisit the $20 area, may even be setting up an A to B equals CD to the downside. We can't make that call just yet, but that is one possibility with the topping signal, with a counter trend rally at this stage of the game. Unless price were to close above 22, let's call it 22.36, then we would not call it a counter trend rally. We would just then call it a consolidation after a topping signal had formed without any key levels of support failing. The weekly time frame chart out here for U.S. Steel. Remember, above all profile, so that's all bullish, only in bar number 6, suggesting that it wants to continue to move higher. The monthly time frame for U.S. Steel, suggesting price wants to make a move over time to 36.60. Right now, again, we're trading at 21.73. Short-term time frame out here. We don't have any real signal to assist us with the intention of price. So we're back here to the daily. And here on the daily, you're long from 21. You're at 21.73. That's a toughie. That's a toughie out there because of that topping signal and price being below the oscillator unchanged line. So you got into 21. There must have been a reason to get into 21. So go ahead and just stay with that trade. Realize that at $20 even, Steven, is the bottom of that daily profile, and a close below that. That would likely be indicating that there's an A to B equals CD to the downside that's present. We don't have that just yet, but it's not like it's uberly bullish on the daily time frame. It is on the weekly and on the monthly. So I hope that helps you out. Thanks so much for writing in. Okay, any other questions out here? I don't see anything else. So let's just run through a couple of things. Let's run through Lights Week natural gas. Natural gas is trading down. So here on the very left-hand side, what you're looking at is the February contract. Next to it is the March contract, which you'll be rolling over into here over the next couple of days. On the February contract, prices found support at $2.53 out here. But on the March contract, price is trading right now below its bullish structured profile, which is $2.56. I don't know which contracts are inside the UNG, if any of the contracts are inside the UNG. I don't recall if the UNG is an ETN or an ETF out there. In any event, regardless of what it is, price is trading below the bottom of that bullish structured profile, 256. If price closes below that today and tomorrow, boy, that tells us about price wanting to pull back and forget about any kind of A to B equals CD to the upside. So that being the case, natural gas, let's go take a look at the March contract out here. Let's get this populated and take a look at it. It's not completely updated on my screen because price should be trading just a bit lower at the 253 area. There we go. So here's what we know. What do we know? Price may be pulling back to $2.40 out there, taking the daily time frame. Boy, the weekly, you don't like what we saw last week. Price getting up, testing and rejecting the red oscillator and change line, suggesting that price might pull back this intermediate term time frame back to $2.29. See Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be back in just a few to close it.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks and commodities, along with specific recommendations including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. The printing presses are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The U.S. deficit has risen 200% in 1 year with no end in sight. The markets are looking for an additional stimulus bill to get us through this once-in-a-generation pandemic. There is no free lunch, folks. The more stimulus dollars put into the marketplace, the less your dollar's worth each and every day. This is the time to protect yourself with a portion of your portfolio in the metal market. The Gold Report comes out each Monday morning. I bisect and dissect the dollar, silver, gold, the XAU, and the HUI. The Gold Report is a long-term hedge against the dilution of your buying power. The U.S. has put more than $6 trillion into the marketplace in the last 6 months, with more expected in the next few months. The market did and does need the stimulus, but it will have long-term implications on our buying power. The Gold Report comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to TFNN.com and order the Gold Report now. Protect your buying power. Order the Gold Report now.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. So let's do this with our last couple of minutes out here. Let's take a look at just the short term, the 30-minute time frame charts for the equity future contract. Let's go see if there's any signals here as of, wow, what is all this stuff going on my chart? Really weird. Really weird. Okay, so let me do this here because I'm not familiar with some of the stuff that's showing up here. Let's try it this way. Gotta love computers. And then on the other hand, oh, that was the 1 minute. No wonder that was a problem. No wonder that didn't look right. Okay, so let's get the. Sorry about that, folks. Just a cluster, if you will, of mistakes of tech. Here we go. Okay, so this chart looks a little bit. This looks a lot better. So on the 30-minute time frame chart right now, you can see that the high that took place last night was a TD9 count pattern. It was really right at about 22:30, 23, so at about 11 o'clock is when we got that confirmation. And right now, price is trying to take that level out. So if the ES Mini can close above 37.96.25, which is where we're trading right now, and it can do that at 2 p.m., that's suggesting that price continues to move higher. That's the ES. The NQ, I think we covered this, but just in case, on its 30-minute time frame, only a potential wave number 7, but that wants to head higher into its daily and weekly profile levels. The Dow out here for its 30-minute time frame, what message is it to us? Well, price now trading above its oscillator and change line at 38.83. If on the 30-minute basis, price can remain above it, it probably heads back to the high from this morning at 10 o'clock in the 39.82 level. And to finish this out, the Russell 2000, what is it doing for its 30-minute time frame out here? Really just consolidating sideways ever since it formed a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top at about 3:30 this morning. So the Russell consolidating. The ES Mini looks like it wants to move higher. The NQ wants to move higher. Looks like the Dow wants to do the same. Folks, stay tuned for 2 more great hours. You got your favorite polar bear, David White. He's up next. After that, Tom O'Brien to take us on home. And I'll be back with you on Wonderful Wednesday. Thanks so much for being here. Stay safe. Have a great day.